In southern New Mexico, near the towns of Truth or Consequences and Elephant Butte Lake, the desert can feel endless long highways, scattered trailers, quiet streets where everyone assumes they know what normal looks like. That's what made the case so terrifying. From the outside, it didn't look like a horror story. It looked like ordinary life. For years, women went missing in ways that didn't always make headlines. Some would vanish after a night out, or after walking alone across a parking lot. In many cases, there wasn't a clean crime scene, no obvious struggle, no witnesses, no clear direction to chase. And then, sometimes, a woman would reappear alive, but confused, frightened, and unable to fully explain what had happened, like her memory had been shattered into missing pieces. Investigators would later focus on a man named David Parker Ray, who lived near Elephant Butte and who allegedly built a soundproofed setup in a trailer, something he referred to as a toy box. The case finally cracked in March 1999 because one victim did what horror stories rarely allow. She got out. Her name was Cynthia Vigil. According to later reporting, she had been abducted days earlier in Albuquerque and was taken far from help to the Elephant Butte area. Then, in a moment that reads like pure survival instinct, she escaped, running down the road in obvious distress and finding someone who would actually open their door and call police. That single decision, one stranger choosing to help, became the turning point that dragged the nightmare into daylight. When authorities followed the trail back to the property, what they found wasn't one clean answer, it was a flood of questions. The investigation described a hidden system meant for confinement and control, along with recordings intended to intimidate victims and keep them terrified and compliant. The sheer planning implied this wasn't impulsive violence. It was routine, something practiced, repeated, refined. And then came the worst part, the scale. Ray was sentenced to more than 223 years in prison on kidnapping-related charges, but despite suspicions that there could be many more victims, confirmed murder convictions were secured because investigators could not reliably locate bodies or definitive forensic proof for homicides. That gap between what people feared happened and what could be proven left the case hanging like a door that never fully closes. Years later, the FBI publicly released images of items recovered in the investigation, asking the public to help identify possible owners, an eerie reminder that a story like this may leave behind traces that don't have names attached yet. That's why this case hits like horror, not because of one dramatic moment, but because of the thought that it could have continued quietly, desert sky above, traffic passing, life going on. If one person had escaped at the exact moment luck finally broke in the victim's favor.